Hi, come on in. I'm Jerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. In today's video tip, I want to ask you a question. Ductal carcinoma in situ. Should you get treatment if you've been diagnosed with that condition? Well, that's exactly the question that was raised yesterday in a Newsday article titled Cancer Treatment, a Matter of Debate. And I want you to see this, the headline of the article. And why is this important? I'll tell you why it's important. Because according to the article, there's a debate that says that if you have been diagnosed with this type of cancer in your breast, should you even get treatment? Now, does that make sense? A doctor tells you that you have cancer, and now somebody's debating whether or not you should even bother to get treatment? First of all, let's talk about what this condition is. DCIS, ductal carcinoma in situ, means that there's a localized cancer. It has not spread. It has not invaded. It's staying in one central little location. According to the experts here, DCIS is considered stage 0, and cancers are typically stage 0 from the lowest form all the way up to stage 4, which is metastatic, meaning it has spread and is the most aggressive form of cancer. And the article says that it affects about 26% of the U.S. women diagnosed with breast cancer. Now, importantly, the American Cancer Society has said that this year alone, in 2010, there will be an estimate of 54,000 cases of ductal carcinoma in situ diagnosed. And they also say that for this year, that 207,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed. And this particular article, it addresses something very interesting. Dr. Elizabeth Whelan, the director of the American Council on Health and Science in Manhattan, says that DCIS is non-invasive and may or may not become invasive in the future. And she did not see it as threatening or even as full-fledged cancer. Now, why would a doctor say that? I'll give you my opinion and my thoughts. My thoughts are that those people are focused on cost-cutting. They want to inhibit the promotion of spending money on health care to try and reduce health care costs. Well, at what cost? Well, at the cost that your condition may be worse than it really is. You know, there's another expert cited in the article, a Dr. Karen Cosgrove, who's the chief of breast cancer surgery at North Shore Long Island Jewish Health System, who says DCIS, some forms of them, stay contained and never progress beyond the non-invasive stage. Others, however, break off and become invasive. And the problem is you never know when yours is going to become invasive. So why not go ahead and actively treat that condition? Listen to this. The number of DCIS diagnoses has increased dramatically since mammograms have become routine, setting off a furor in segments of the medical community. Here we go with the agenda. Listen to this. A flurry of policy papers have labeled the condition overdiagnosed and overtreated. Some healthcare advocates say DCIS should be downgraded from stage 0 cancer to pre-cancer, worthy of being watched closely but not automatically treated. Since you never know whether this is going to go out into a full-blown cancer or become invasive, why don't you aggressively treat this? Why sit and wait? Where's the harm? You know what the harm is that these advocates will say? Well, you're spending money needlessly. Needlessly? It's not your life. It's somebody who has this condition. It's a known diagnosed type of cancer. Why wouldn't you treat it? So when you're diagnosed with a particular condition, why wouldn't you do everything possible to try and eliminate and reduce the chance that that's going to turn into an invasive type of cancer? You know what happens? I typically get a call saying, Mr. Oginski, I went in with a breast lump, or I was told that I had ductal carcinoma in situ. And my doctor said, don't worry about it, we'll watch it. 6 months go by, nothing. A year goes by, I forget about it. A year and a half, 2 years now I have a lump. Guess what? After all the testing and biopsy results come back, I have invasive cancer now. Now I'm at stage 2 or stage 3, and now I'm much worse off. The whole point of cancer detection is to treat it early. Isn't that the whole reason why we have developed all these tests to identify, recognize, and promptly and quickly treat these types of cancers? That's the whole goal. But the advocates who say otherwise, look at those agendas that they have. Look to see why they're telling us, you don't need to be treated. Let's reduce healthcare costs. These are unnecessary treatments. The problem is a lot of these health insurance companies jump on the bandwagon following the mantra of these advocates who are basically saying, we're going to deny any treatment you get because this type of cancer is not considered cancer. It's precancerous. Fight that. And if you need help with that, pick up the phone and call me, because this is what I do for a living. I'm Gerald Oginski here in New York. I want to thank you for joining me. Have a great day.